Oh. Let me do this thing here. Smudge it. Keep it covered because of the massive discoveries made by Edward Snowden. So this one's going to be a simple one. It's going to change my room design basically. Because it's, I don't know. I like it, but someone commented and said, it's like, what is it? You do hoodoo, but for like being broke or something. I don't know. Someone made it up, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. I guess we're going to figure something out around there. If you click the video, we're going to talk about pretty much. You get it. All right. It's only a handful of things really going on here. It's in the title. So all right. Checking. Okay, gotcha. Check. Holy shit. Okay, and it broke immediately. All right. Well, I mean, that's sometimes how it goes. Zohran, here he is. He is now in charge of New York City. Is this happening for you guys? Does the screen just blank out when you're trying to? Is that just my? I swear to God, this is the only time it ever happens. I'm just trying to make sure the thing is functional. Guess I'm asking for the sake of it. And it isn't functional actually, so that's sort of a dilemma here now. Anyway, Zohran, yes, he was elected. Hopefully it loads at some point for people. I mean, not sure, but he was elected. He's now in charge of the place you've heard of. Also, Nancy. That's big news. I don't want to skim over Nancy Pelosi here because we all love Nancy, like it or love it. We love it. So there's Nancy. She says she's not running again. Now it's time to spend her hard-earned money. But this is the thought I had. All right, and I want you guys to fucking stay aware. This is why I tell people to be aware of shit. Yeah. Think about this though. She makes her entire career. Nice. Entire career, she's sitting there scamming the shit out of everybody off of inside trading and this and that. And now, her big move is leaving politics. All right now, at least leaving her position. So my question is, what does she know? What inside information did Nancy Pelosi receive where now she's investing her time, in this case, elsewhere? And probably quite profitably, right? So this is something to watch for. It's all I'm saying. Like, something's up. She knows something. What did she find out? She's ahead. She knows. Okay, people don't just invest exactly how Nancy Pelosi invests just because they do it because it's effective. Okay. So, what does Nancy know? That's a big question. You don't just leave the swamp at 85. Just decide, I'm just going to go live a life, enjoy the sunset right now. I'm 85. Let me just enjoy some time with the kids. And her kid is got to be 60. Her kid might be, it's probably 60 something. Is fully grown. Her kid is wondering the same things at this point. You're talking about Jesus. 85. So that's something to watch out for. I don't want to let that distract the thing, but always watch how Nancy's moving. I'm always keeping an eye on that. I'm going, Nancy, what does Nancy know now? What is she doing? All right, I want you guys to be on that level there. So here's Zohran. And just think, It's still not working on my screen. I'm not gonna let it ruin this, but I think it's because this thing is on the screen. Does that fuck it up? You guys see the shit on the screen? Now I'm okay. Okay, maybe I gotta go back to make sure. I don't fuck it. All right. So here's Zohran. A lot of people are worried about him. A lot of people put their hopes in him. I wouldn't do either. Mazel tov for Zohran. I mean, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful sentiment there. And yeah, here he is, Zimbabwe, and all that. From Zimbabwe to King of New York City, ruler of all. I mean, how many rats are there? You know, he leads in charge of all the rats and all the pigeons, all the stuff. Oh wow, that's a fitting one. So actually, as I dig deeper into this character here, on his Zohran, I'm Donnie. Super relatable. Look how shitty his suit is. Look at that. Look at that. You just snatched it right off Bernie Sanders. Jesus Christ, buddy. I need to dress up a little. God damn it. Let's be fucking in charge here. I mean, what's this broken check? You know they like stage these perfectly. Anyways, point is, here he is waving around with who else but AOC, another character whose character arc, whose plot has been played out. No one wants to see it anymore. You know, and that's universal. That's actually one of the things that brings people together is the fact that they don't want to see AOC anymore. So here she is with Zohran. But here we go. Here's the meat of it. Now don't read my mini notes here. This is all you wouldn't understand it. It's very intellectual. It's even smarter than that shit. So, but yeah, it was gonna be Zoom mayor. And he's not gonna do shit. So here it is. So if you're worried, if you're not worried, here he is. And he's a guy that isn't gonna do shit. Much like who else but AOC? What did AOC do? Does anybody know? Anybody want to guess what AOC's biggest claim to fame might be? And yeah, this isn't me just hating on AOC for no reason. But if you guessed that maybe her biggest possible contribution to all of politics was, in fact, perhaps maybe not very helpful, perhaps very photogenic, perhaps crying at the border may interest you. Perhaps. So this is pretty much my prediction for Zohran. Zohran, the manslayer, whatever. Zohran Manslayer, he is, I'm telling him now, telling everybody, he's not going to do shit. And in fact, if this were Kalshi right now, and I wish it were fucking Kalshi right now, I would easily right now place the bet that Zohran will, within, how long is the term? Probably 5 years, 5 to 10 years, I think maybe is something. It might be 2 terms. He will be here with AOC, dressed in all white for some reason, of course, crying at the border senselessly for no point. There's no reason. This solved absolutely nothing, but here she is. And I don't think she's crying either. That's a different question altogether. She's doing a bit of a squat here, almost to really show you it's a full body cry. Yeah, it's an interesting one, but this may as well be Zohran already. All right, so Kalshi, I might be setting that up, so look out for that. To letting you know, get on the ground floor. See, we got will Zohran cry like AOC at the border within 5 years? We'll call it 5. All right, and my money's on yes. All right, put a little bit down on that. So It's not gonna do shit. Much like this one here, who didn't do shit. Oh, look at that. That one's convincing. This one makes me go, well, she really wants him out of that cage. She doesn't like that they're locked away in a cage. I go, right. I do get that. That actually that resonates with me. So that's why she's. But it didn't get much done, believe it. What else? Man, everyone. Oh yeah. Yeah, but yeah, he won the mayoral situation. Let's see what this is here. And really, he was up against the Grim Reaper himself, Andrew Cuomo. So if he didn't win, that would be quite the rebuke. It would be rough. Lose to a guy that I mean, literally went door to door killing grandparents for, I mean, grandmas, grandpas, they thems. He would walk up to their door. I'm not even joking when I say this. He would walk up to their door with a scythe and a big fucking hood on, right? And obviously probably meant to disguise, as you know, who knows? But he'd go in there and he'd fucking kill them each one by one. So I'm glad Zohran beat him, that Andrew Cuomo, but it's a long, long road from here. And we're going to miss Nancy Pelosi, too. I would like that to be known. We miss Nancy Pelosi. And here's one more thing. This is just for New York City here. I'll make sure I give the heads up. Let's toss this up on the screen here. It's up there. Is it up there? Just has a real delay to it. So here it is. This thing is lagging way too much. Am I talking shit? I'm talking too powerfully of shit. Let me just close this. I'll try to solve it. I want you guys to stay on the alert for that. That one's gonna be. Is this thing working? Holy shit! No, this thing is bugging out. Am I here? What's going on? What the fuck? What the fuck? Should I be doing it like this or something? I gotta like keep an eye on this. This thing is bugging out way too hard. There, where? Oh, it's a good spot. All right. Shit. I'm like trying to, staying on top of it. This thing is lethal. It's fucking difficult to handle here. Okay. Let me get this shit going. 1 second. Now we're entering the stretch here. The long stretch. We already said peace out to Nancy. We said Zohran is here. He's our new leader. He's in charge of us now. We have to do what he says no matter what. Okay. And he doesn't take any shit. I'm just gonna be honest. He does not take any shit. So here it is. Is this thing like I swear to God, this is like maybe I'm fucking it up. Maybe I'm fine. I guess I have to go back to the regular screen. No, did I? Okay. 1 second. Here's New York City, everybody. Beautiful place, full of dreams, shit like that. And pretty much, okay, so he's in charge here. So here's this one's directly to New York. Here's my warning, my dire warning to New York City. I don't have any intention to do it. I want to make that clear to the Department of Defense or War, I guess, agent or whoever, nameless acronym. I have no plans to cause any harm to the city of New York or anybody. There it is. New York, there's been a lot of predictive programming, you can call it, a lot of shit around uh, New York City recently, and New York in particular being, you know, exploded in shit to some degree, destroyed, leveled, fucking exploded. I'll pull up some examples here. Um, that'll get you guys. Maybe you guys seen the recent Battlefield gameplay footage. Okay, I'll walk you through the map. One of the maps on the many maps that they have. Wait for that to like go there. Is it? It's like lagging again. Anyway, this is one of the fucking maps here. I don't go back too much. Airfield, and yeah, this is based on a real place. For those who don't know, in New York City, Dumbo. I think they even write it somewhere. Dumbo, the down under, yeah, mom's basement. Yeah, I'm sure something in O. But yeah, so here it is. It's just creepy to see. You know, remember when post 9/11, it was like you couldn't do anything even resembling any damage to New York City. You know, and fucking crazy, fucking fuck, man. The thing is just flying in my fucking brain. That shit's, god damn it. But like erased my like train of thought and distracted me. It's actually some DARPA technology designed to attack one's nostrils. So basically, this is gonna be an interesting turn of events that now you can blow shit up in New York, you can shoot shit up in New York, at least in video games, yeah, obviously, which is where you're gonna probably be doing it, likely. Yeah, which is it's just pretty much an argument. You can just blow shit the fuck up. Yeah, it's just a lot of this imagery, where it's clearly New York City, you know, getting blown up. Maybe it's who knows? Maybe leave the world behind. I think they had a New York City scene where they're looking across. Right. Looking across the water. I think that's basically it. Did they fucking explode too? Oh shit. Yeah. So there's another one. I mean, and two is really good enough. I mean, I think there's probably some more shit. Yeah, that's just what I noticed. It feels like a repetitive image that they keep showing people, and that's just my. I don't think it's gonna have anything to do with Zohran directly. You know, not necessarily, but it's gonna be him being there, and a lot of people are just in the news hyping up that there's gonna be something going on in New York. You know, they'll sort of let you know. Maybe it won't be New York. Yeah, I heard someone they're mentioning Seattle's another spot that they might go to. Yeah. It seems a little less impactful. I'll be honest. You know, maybe if it's, I don't know. If Nirvana was still intact, it'd be a good move. But I mean, really, it's like it doesn't really. I don't know if that's not the necessary impact. But yeah. Yes, so was Zoran. So that's pretty much my Zoran wrap up. I just wanted to mention it. It's getting a lot of play. I saw a lot of worried people out there talking about, what are we gonna do? Zoran's out here. He's coming for us. Zoran wants to rule us. And I just wanted to let you guys know he's not gonna do shit. In fact, there's absolutely no way he comes anywhere near anything resembling doing shit. So I would like to comfort people with that. What else we have here? Economy. So this one's really just more of a bummer. This one really is more of a bummer. The economy, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. It's just like the ending snap and shit. Oh, let me just take this thing off. which I'm not like on set, but you can see that it's I don't need to be on it to know. Yeah, just to clarify with you guys, I guess. But yeah, and it's not an accident that they're doing this shit. This is all stuff that they've been doing in order to hollow out the working class. For a fucking long time. Dragging all the back. Jumping right in. Putting a solid here. That's nice. Basically, if you look at our modern government, if you're listening, you already know that the controlled demolition of America, this will be one of my videos later, has been under effect since probably, really the 80s, like early 80s. They've been pretty much this whole thing. But if you've heard about recently the trade deals with China and shit, where they talked them down to like a lower tariff than most people had. And the reason they give all this shit to China, regardless of which party they're on, is because not only is there a uniparty in America, I'll say, but there's a uniparty of the world. All right, and these guys side they're with the uniparty of the world, and the uniparty of the world is built up China. That's like the new, it's like a pet project. And meanwhile, America isn't getting any high-speed rail, anything. You can name it. Healthcare. These are all things to not improve your life. In fact, it directly decrease your, standard of living. It's not on accident. It's entirely on purpose. It's a one-party system pushing this into place, and there's solutions I'm hearing out there that are like the states should sort of just could get a couple other states and band together, and basically they're gonna balkanize America into all these pieces. It means they're gonna break it up into a bunch of other nations and states and shit. And that's pretty much their plan. I would tell people that's not a solution. It's not going to work. You're really going to need as many people as you can. Maybe it's a good place to start, but you already have like all of Americans under one umbrella. That's already something they're trying to divide. I tell people that. Divide and conquer, and they'll wrap it up in whatever the fuck you need to hear to make it sound cool, like you should do it. But really, you're taking the bait. You're gonna be out there with your ass out in the wind, wondering what happened. Okay, I'm telling you now, it's a trap. That part's a trap. And yeah, they're not demolitioning this thing, and the way the snap shit folds in is that actually that's also them trying to empty out whatever's left of this entire country. Demolitioning it. Yeah, you gotta really take into consideration how vast that operation is, and now they're in the end phases of it. I've been saying Trump is here to oversee the final phases of America here, which is and I'm not even an anti-Trump guy. They got him because people liked him. It could have been anybody. It could have been Obama. It could have been anybody people liked a bunch and thought fucking could do it, and is just going to go in there and backstab anybody that ever supported him. Unless, they're a big donor. Those people will be served, and this will be the same people, the banks, the big guys. And, that's the same thing in all these wars. So now this is just the vague summary of where we are or whatever. But all these wars are all just cover for the fact that it's the same war we're fighting here. That it's big guy versus little guy. Like you think it's Israel versus Hamas or Palestine, which is true too to an extent. But in reality, the way this thing works is, the Israelis have no problem killing Israelis or getting, putting Israelis in danger. The Palestinians, they're, I'm with the Palestinians, but Hamas is like they're not even they're Mossad. They've been. It's a fake thing where they can basically all the big guys can dress up and kill all the little guys. Like that's really how it works right now, and that's the same fight we're fighting here, but we fight it under different context. Is not the piece they really want you to put together. I want you to dress up in different uniforms and fight each other and do all this shit. But uh, in reality, I'm thinking of putting something together. I keep saying it, the conspiracy handbook. It might be a video. It might be a literal written out handbook because maybe that's more tangible. Yeah, you don't want to be something, or maybe, but it could be both. I guess. But this basically is going to be how to spot something before it gets you, before it spots you and fucking takes you out. Because it's dangerous shit not to know about how the world works, pretty much. It'll suck you in. All of a sudden, you're in Iraq thinking you're doing the right thing and shit. Odds are, probably not. It's probably you could be doing other things that are more impactful, correct, or good. I don't know. I there's vague shit to call it. Um, yeah, it's the little things. God damn. Oh yeah, there's another one. So this one really makes you question, and this one's a little heavy. Uh, yeah, porn IDs. The fact that you need to verify your ID to jerk off on to porn. This is like seriously some of the worst shit going on right now. It's kind of fucking crazy when you really think about it. I was sitting there, and I'll say it with my dick in my hand, and I might as well be a Chi-Com uh, at this rate. I might as well be a Chinese in China being a communist in Chinatown and with the rest of the Chinese because at this point, I mean, it's like how much and what kind of horrible shit could you witness without having to verify your fucking ID? You can witness all the horrible shit. You can watch people getting exploded. You watch fucking kids dying. Just scrolling through just Israel and just seeing what's going on. You could watch that, no ID. But don't you dare try to see a goddamn tit job without fucking signing in. I mean, nothing. Can't deny. And sometimes it'll play like a 30 fucking seconds or some shit of the thing. Just enough for you to think, oh, we live in a free country. This is America's beautiful. And then before you know it, you're sitting there trying to find another fucking link, and your dick is, it's off. You're going, and now there's an anger there. Now you're looking for the one video. I'm not trying to go too deep in on it, but just know that this is one of the biggest threats to our free society. Theoretically, if we can keep it, right? I want you guys to take that shit serious. All right. So I thought this was a great play. There's a bunch of good spots that I'll pretty much define. And this is my last, me even getting near the topic, my last touching of the topic. This is a good spot. I'd consider, just a good spot to me is a place where you can legally or, legally mostly acquire an abortion, not in this order in particular, a gun and some weed, right? So these are good places. That's what I define. There's a number of these places all scattered around, and that sounds trade. It sounds, whatever, but it really does define a good spot that doesn't really get bogged down in bullshit in different ways. So And what I'm disappointed in, and what I bring that up for is the porn ID is corn ID. Should I be saying corn this whole time? Is now infringing on these places. It's like why ruin? Yeah, it really made me question. I personally, I'm in Arizona. I'll say it. Okay, place. It's a fine place, and it's a good spot. Some good spots around. Okay, you get weed, you get a gun, you get an abortion. Not necessarily in any particular order, right? But now you have to sign in order to just load by masturbating to pornography. Okay, so I want to make that clear to everybody. I don't know if YouTube is cool with any of that being said, but it's the truth. Someone had to say it. Okay, so that's one part I wanted to really clear up there. Here we go. There we go. Social media. So this last part, I keep going on about these bots, and it's like something. It's not really the last part, but it's just the last of these particular notes. The internet, and really online in general has become a huge psyop. Am I like off to the side here? I don't want to make it too like weird, but let me close my curtains. Modified window open, and I don't want to be very too hard about this shit, but like there's a lot of motherfuckers that haven't like figured out that you can open a window that's closed. All right, so anyways, hold on. Before I get to the internet show, the sun's setting quick now. Setting very quick. Fluff to that. Okay. That's good. Fluffer. All right. Mike, let's pick that up. So now this is, and then come back to just want to get a cool background picture. I guess it is most of the pictures. I guess it really just be the picture. Okay, to make sure. Here we go. It is functional. Fantastic. So our old friend AI is here. Now this is a bit of a tangent. This one, I'll be honest, this one could get lengthy. I'm not gonna, could not get lengthy too. So ready for anything here, but you go online now and you think that you're in a world where there's other people existing, whether you're, again, I just call it anywhere really online at this point is now really getting infested with these AI guys. But here is on social media, on video games, and even on Spotify. So apparently Spotify is using AI artists, okay, to make music so that they don't have to pay royalties. And they already don't like paying for royalties. And I got a lot of questions for Spotify too, because they get all this money from all the streaming shit, right? And where does any of it go? I mean, you use the website, which I use the Spotify website sometimes. I don't want to be on my phone all the time. It's like I avoid being on my phone, to be honest with you. And so I use the fucking website. The website is just like the slowest. After about five to 10 songs, it's going to be slow as shit and unresponsive. I mean, it's really like, where's the money? It can't do 5 songs. Like, how much is a song even? Like, is this data collection or something? Like, how much data is a song? And they're probably just collecting the data off of what songs you're listening to and what order and sending that back to some big fucking computer somewhere that's that's poisoning a rural neighborhood or whatever the fuck. Man. It's like really brutal. But yeah, so they got AI artists, and they would put them in playlists right along with regular artists. And it's very fucked up. It's just becoming like a bit more of a common practice. But this is to say, it's not just Spotify, and it's not just comment sections. If you're playing video games, yeah, and this is yeah, playing video games. These guys, yeah, I remember hopping on to I think it was Black Ops or maybe Black Ops 2 or something. But you could play bots that had the gamer tags of your friends on your friends list. Super weird. Yeah, and it didn't really work. They kind of moved like bots, and it wasn't really yeah. But if you're tired of getting farmed all day as an 11-year-old playing Call of Duty and whatever, you would just go in that lobby and just start mowing down bots and all this shit. I say this to say that this is pretty much where a lot of this stuff is at now. Like I was playing another one, Battlefield 2042 also had a similar thing. Call of Duty, this man, at least have way gorier Call of Duties. It's not gonna look like World at War is enlisted. This isn't even Call of Duty. God damn it! That World at War was like on the fucking goers. One's out there. It's a great one. Yeah, here they are. And Battlefield 2042, they have a game mode where there's bots basically coming in playing as people. They pretend to be fucking people, and you shoot them, and you can feel good. You kill a couple fucking bots, but I think they say they're bots still sometimes. I'm saying all that to say that they in online spaces now, in gaming as well, there is AI out the ass. I mean, it's got to be like fucking the whole fucking thing. And I was playing Call of Duty. The more recent one is Shipment Double XP Weekend or whatever. So I was like, fuck, I get it in there and run it up a little bit. I was having a good time, and it's solid. It's great shit. But then I started to realize like some of these guys are just moving awkward. Maybe they're noob, but they didn't really have noob ranks, but maybe that's sometimes a part of being a noob. Maybe they just sucked for a long time and now they prestige 10 and just moving weird. Okay, but yeah. And you'd look at him and I was just like, is this a fucking bot? And now just knowing that they'll openly tell you at least half of social media is bots. I mean, that's just knowing that you can kind of infer at least some of fucking video games is bots. And I don't mean to deflate anybody's ego who was banging on their chest about running up the kill streaks, but it's probably been since about like 2015 since these guys were doing anything. Since it's been just completely people online PvP. Super weird thing. Oh, there's Battlefield 2042. And these guys brought it into, and it was super fucking weird. It was like, it was very unsatisfying to play them. The bots don't do anything creative, like just yeah, and they'll do weird random bot shit, like just snipe you from across the map and shit. Or snap you either way. Who gives a shit? Yeah, they'll just do crazy shit, and they're not having fun with it. They're not kamikazing you with the fucking jet or some shit, or jumping out the helicopter and landing on your shit. Melee fight, for example. They're just sort of running around shooting. And so, if you're looking to spot them, I guess that might be helpful. Turn and there you go. And all of this is not an accident, by the way. We'll be honest. This is some real shit too. So this is a part of the design thing. It's like they're turning not only Spotify. Let's go over here. Not just turning these Spotify guys into AI and all that shit. what they're also doing is turning you into AI. Right? When you're just living in a world of fucking bots, you're gonna become a fucking bot. You're gonna be very weird to both bots and people. So now you have to sort of figure out which one you're gonna pick there. So what I'm saying is, when you're living a botted up life, don't expect you better expect to become a bot fairly quickly. Um, yeah, yeah. So most of social media is bots, so it has to really go too deep. And you can call it dead internet theory. I have a more interesting theory. Okay, so it's not really dead internet because there's people on there that exist. You can, to some extent, at least verify that a lot of people on the internet are real people that genuinely post things and really mean those things. And, it's like, there's real people on it. What I think, really, this thing is more like is this is gonna get intense, so I want you guys to sort of just follow along here. Let me just put this. So you guys might have heard of a little thing called the internet kill switch, right? And if you haven't, the internet kill switch. Let me show this. The internet kill switch is basically I guess you can call it a theory. It's not really a theory. It's definitely something that they have and they've probably perfected to some degree. Um, internet kill switch, and basically it is what it sounds like. It's actually a very straightforward name, but it's basically they're going to shut off the internet here using the internet kill switch, the countermeasure concept of activating a single shut-off mechanism for all internet traffic. So this is something they have. I wouldn't even speculate on whether or not to have it. The question is whether they'll use it in every country. Some little context. Use it wherever they cut off the internet is a really bad sign for whoever's in charge. That's when people start gathering, out in the streets and wondering why is their internet, not on? Why is their standard of living low? And who's in charge here? And all of a sudden, you got a real issue. So what they need to do is keep the internet on. They know that. Keep people, because they got them addicted to the internet. That's the whole other thing. Is like the internet was a DARPA designed project in order to basically be a mass fucking psyop tool, which it is now. Now it's reached its like perfection phase, where it is the peak psyop equipment to be used. Everyone's attached to it. Okay, so that's where it's at right now. So they don't really want to cut people off the internet either, because they may be losing control of people directly. So they're not going to directly do that. But their plan is instead, with AI here, is to have the AI essentially be the internet kill switch. And how they're going to do this is kind of fascinating. These are not very interesting pictures. Yeah, that's kind of. And how they're going to do this basically is have AI go out there and just flood everything with shit. It's going to be absolute garbage, all new information, past a certain point or a certain degree is going to be, have to be very, particularly verified, shit like this, because they're just going to be pumping out absolute slop from their AI machines here. And so what AI is, it's basically going to fill the whole place up with so much shit that no one's going to be able to use it. In there, that's what they hope will happen. And they'll do this gradually. Or they'll do it, who knows? Who knows how they're going to go about it? But this is their internet kill switch. No one's going to be on the internet if it's all AI shit. So that's kind of the actual play there. I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff to it. This is just one of my ideas I was kicking around. I'm like, it's almost really made to disincentivize you from using the internet. I mean, nobody really wants. There's some old, boomers and stuff that are like blown away. It's like it's Ray Charles doing a Biggie song. Yeah, okay, I guess I guess that's good. Yeah, you just tell them that. But yeah. Other than that, everyone's pretty much going to be out of here. This is going to be a part of the internet exodus I've been talking about and dead internet theory shit. That's pretty much that. I guess it's a little bit of a tangent, but it's a fascinating thought, something to kick around there as the closing thing a little bit. Real closing shit. Let me put this thing up. Very nice. So here we go. I'm gonna be doing the fucking videos. I'm gonna be doing the videos. Oh my god. The trailers always started off with the trailer. So there's gonna be a trailer coming out soon. You can expect it coming weeks, or the season really just starting the coming weeks. Once the trailer comes out, the season is pretty much started. But yeah. I like making the videos, but sometimes you have to really take a break and learn to like appreciate making a thing and not just like pulling your fucking hair out and fucking pulling your chain, pulling whatever about it. You just really have to fucking learn to appreciate the editing process. But it's gonna be there. I feel like I have a little bit of that going. I'd like to say, yeah. Well, we'll see. Just kind of hang I take some crazy shit on these. I have no malice towards any, no hate towards anybody. Yeah, none at all towards anybody at all. So take, and so these are all jokes. So yeah, being made fun of on a previous episode. It's on me. It's on me. I don't mean it. Everybody I've made fun of on the sand, fucking around, shooting the shit. On me. Anyways, trailer. Right, so I'm streaming randomly now. I want people to be fucking just ready to stick and move. I'm gonna be kind of just, I don't know, streaming on and off, like because I'm be posting the videos on Thursdays, not every Thursday. I guess it's an off Thursday. I'll be up here. And yeah, it's gonna be be worth keeping an eye on. Just gonna swing for the fences. YouTube's questionable. I don't know where to stand. Am I still supposed to be saying like grape and corn and shit? I don't know. I'm fucking confused. YouTube doesn't really clarify with you. They just sort of wait for you to fuck up, and they hit you with the shot collar. They're supposed to just go like, you're supposed to just come to. No. Yeah. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I'll be swinging hard. I got a couple of great ideas. A lot of the stuff in the streams I like covered lightly. I covered more in the videos. You can be going in deep. Yeah, I was rewatching some of those old ones too. I'm like, God damn, man, those are pretty fucking good. Sometimes that'll do. I'm like, man, that was actually pretty solid. Some of these, really live up to it. Just keeping that same level of like quality and shit. But trailer out soon. Keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be good. Watch the other trailers too to get a taste of what it is like. Season be out probably in the coming weeks. This will be the new season, and then stand up. Doing actual stand up this month. I don't know how this is gonna necessarily collaborate with that, or I don't know exactly what that's gonna be. Might record some of it, put it up here, show it, maybe edit it in some way. Who knows? I might just live it. I don't really like busting out my phone. Just trying to like live a moment, with the phone out. It doesn't really work like that. But yeah, gonna send this month. I'll keep something up. Something I'll show you guys is like a token of memorabilia, like I fucking did it, man. Started at the bottom, took one step at the very bottom of all of comedy in the right direction. Powerful note to leave on right there. Let's say, till next time. Keep going and take your time. Till next time, take your time. Probably my shortest stream. That's only slightly ironic. All right. Next time I'm also gonna be going live early. Okay, now I'm really excited. I'm be going live early because it gets dark earlier. It's fucking night in calculate. It's fucking pitch black outside. Probably a fucking night stalkers out there waiting for me, bloody hatchet in hand, fucking about to knock on the window. I'm going, what's going on out there? Throw an axe through the fucking window, hit me in the chest. I fall back. You guys watch that fucking. Point being, guys, till next time. Take your time. Shit. Oh.